This, of course, is where we are as a nation. We can call it state of the nation after the withdrawal of the NASA principal, Raila Odinga. And for starters, let's take calls for those who've been watching. And I'll request that you keep your comments or question as brief as possible so that we're able to manage time. I'll start with Michael, who is in Sultan Hamud. Good morning, Michael. To your question or your comment.
Okay. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Welcome.
I'd like to comment on what has been going on in the country of late.
Okay.
I think our country is in the position that we are in because the president has failed to do his job.
Okay.
Because it is now close almost 2 months we are in the mode of elections. This one shows that the president does not respect the law. And every time you don't respect the law will fight back at you. And I think it's high time I address the president personally, because I think he is operating with people who cannot give him good advice. Because when you go to court and you lose the court, it means your advisors are not good. And if the economy is doing bad, we cannot blame anybody except the president, because he is in charge and he's gone on record saying, I'm the sitting president.
Okay.
So at this time, I think what Raila did yesterday, if at all we went to election, maybe he was not satisfied. There will be a problem.
All right.
And at this time, I think it would be a problem because the law is going to take the cost.
All right. Thank you very much, Michael. Let's move on to Robert in Kisii. Good morning, Robert, to your comment or question.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead, Robert.
Yeah, I have 3 questions, and today I will be very brief. This is Pastor Robert Nyamwange. My question number 1 to my brother Ndewa. I want to ask him whether he will agree with me that a Supreme Court opinion is binding, legal, and is just like another law. Question number 2 goes to my brother Kenneth. What was it that was so big that it hindered IEBC from conducting the reforms, but it was too small for them in Parliament to change the electoral laws, and even changing from 14 days to day 1? And my last question, sir, goes to you, Mike. I've always listened to the guys who talk to us from there. And in fact, you've been bringing to us the opinion between Jubilee and NASA. And even in Ndewa, who said that he's very neutral, when I followed the way he's talking, he sounds Jubilee. When will you ever bring to us the opinion of God? In other words, are you planning to bring to us the man of the cloth who will tell us what God has spoken concerning these situations? Those are the 3 questions I had today, Mike, and I think I will...
Thank you, Robert. We will answer your questions accordingly. Let me first of all take a call from Nelson, who is calling from Migori. Good morning, Nelson, to your comment or question. Nelson from Migori, to your comment or question. All right, we'll skip to Joseph in Nairobi. Good morning, Joseph. To your comment or question, Joseph.
Good morning.
Morning to you.
Now, the whole thing about Raila's withdrawal, what is the implication in terms of political landscape? And I would want to your panel to be able to amplify to the Kenyans why the direction that the Parliament has taken, the import of that direction where Parliament...
Okay.
Where the direction that the Parliament has taken regarding the rules, changing of the rules for direction, would the rules apply retrogressively? Would they apply backward, or they are going to apply to the next general election, not the 26th direction?
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Joseph. Let me go to Tedia in Kilifi. Good morning, Tedia. Tedia in Kilifi, to your comment or question.
Mimi swali langu ni hawa mimi naunga mkono Raila kutoka, kwa hiyo maana hatuwezi enda cheza mpira wakati referee anasaidia timu moja. Na kama Jubilee kweli wanaona walishinda hii race, wangekubali kuchange yao nini, ili mwanadamu wanaambiwa say yes to please the fool. Kwa hivyo ni wakubali watu waende kwa race. Jubilee wachange yao kitu, wakubali kila kitu kichinjiwe.
Okay.
Hiyo ndio mimi, kama hao wanajua walishinda, mbona wasichange?
Haya basi, shukran Ted ya kutoka Kilifi. Allow me to also read some of the comments that are coming through Twitter. And we have MC Davy rather, who says, Jubilee, your argument is based on difference between abandon and withdrawal. Buy a dictionary, my friends. Okay. I think it's the legal terms. We have Alpheus Chesulut, who says, Uhuru will never win free, fair, verifiable elections, and that's a fact. Okay, that's his opinion. Collins Onyango says, which Kenyan constitution says Raila cannot win an election? Please don't waste time giving media attention to leaders who have baseless ideas. Okay. We have Kenneth Otieno Okumu, who says, what kind of democracy are you talking about? Does not even exist in ODM party. Maybe democracy does not exist in ODM party, so what are we talking about? Bernard Kadima, he has, and you know it very well, it's just Jubilee steals that they want to do the same. Okay, keep your comments coming. I'll see whether I can read them as we go along. But let me first of all just answer the questions before we finish off with what has been said. But there are specific questions that have been sent. Michael basically says or alludes to the fact that, I'll just read all of them, then we can share them and so that we manage time. Michael alludes to the fact that the president apparently has failed to do his work, and if you do not utilize the law, then the law comes back to bite you. I'll need to hear what your comments are. The specific